Hi everyone, and welcome to Rant. I'm Nia. As you saw my shirt, I'd rather be watching the facts of life. So with that being said, let's get this rolling. You ready? Here we go.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. There's a time you gotta go and show you grow, and now you know about the facts of life. The facts of life. When the world never seems to be living up to your dreams, and suddenly you're finding out the facts of life are all about you. It takes a lot to get them right when you're learning the facts of life. Learning the facts of life. You're the
That was from season 2, by the way. There were 9 seasons. 9 seasons of the facts of life, and yes, this is a rant. It may not seem like it, but just give it time. Just wait. So season 1, I have the first 5 seasons. The other 4 seasons is part of my rant. But see, here's the first season. All these characters, look, even a young Molly Ringwald right here. But you have all these people, right? So the ratings of the first season were just passable to move on to have a season 2. But what they did was, during the break, they restructured the show. They got rid of some characters from the first season, brought in new characters for the rest of the series. Actually, this girl right here was actually supposed to be like the main girl. So, anyway, that didn't happen. But so, starting in season 2 and on to season 9, this is pretty much was the cast. See, they brought this one in, they kept her. See, they kept those 4 from season 1. See, right here. They kept those. I mean, I know these 3, actually, those 4 girls actually did make some appearances in like season 2, 3, and 4, I think. Nothing beyond that. So you did see more Molly, you did see more of the other characters, but they weren't like they were in season 1. So, to me, not because she's one of my favorite actresses or TV actresses, but Nancy McKeon right here, I think she saved the show. Her character just is something that they needed to make the show better. And I think she did that. So, if it wasn't for her, I think this show wouldn't have lasted a 3rd season. So, wouldn't have even made it to a 3rd probably. I don't know. But that's just me. So, the characters. Ms. Garrett, Blair Warner, Natalie Green, Dorothy Tootie Ramsey, and then Joe Polnicek. And the Garrett. I know I said Ms. Garrett, Ms. G, is what people called her. But anyway, so those are pretty much the main characters until a little bit further on, then more people came, more characters were introduced. I think it's season 6 or 7, after Blair and Joe, you know, they graduated at the end of season 4. So at season 5 is when they were in college, and that's when Ms. Garrett moved out of the where she stopped being the dietitian, the school dietitian at Eastland. So she opened up her own place. Edna's Edibles, I believe. But anyway, I think season 6 is when Mackenzie Aston, until the end of the series, he played Andy. When Miss Garrett decided to leave towards the end of like season 7 or season 8, Cloris Leachman replaced her, since they played sisters. She was Beverly Ann. There was a few episodes that I find kind of funny that she was in. Even George Clooney, I think the beginning of season 6, George Clooney started his little run on The Facts of Life. He was in 17 episodes from 1985 to 1987. You can pretty much watch all the episodes on YouTube. The first, 1980 to 1984, there was a woman, who played Blair's cousin, Jerry Jewell. Became the first actress and comedian with CP with a recurring role on TV, on a TV series. Don't know why they really didn't bring her back for like towards the end of the series, but anyway, they didn't. We already heard the theme song. It was written by Alan Thicke, the late Alan Thicke, and was sung by his then wife, Gloria Loring. And there's the later seasons. You go in, you watch the opening. It's different. They updated it. Of course, it was the 80s, so 1979 to 88 was when the show ran. But anyway, the final season, there was this little controversy of an episode, and it had to deal with one of the girls. The producers wanted one of the girls to lose their virginity. They thought it was time. The show's coming to an end. One of them's got to lose it, right? Well, they wanted Blair to lose it because, to tell you the truth, I thought she had already lost it beginning of the series. But, no. But Lisa Whelchel, who played Blair, her religious beliefs kept her, or she didn't really keep her, she just refused to be the character to lose the virginity. So, she went to the producers, writers, whomever, head honcho. She said, I'm not taking any part of it. She stood her ground. Good for her. Then Mindy Cohen, who played Natalie, she said, I'll do it, I'll just have Natalie do it. So Natalie was the girl that lost her virginity in the show. And it's very weird. If you watch the series, it's like Natalie lost her virginity first. Tootie was the first to get engaged. Joe was the first to get married. And I don't know about Blair. Blair just was not with anyone. It's just, how'd that happen? Anyway, to break it down, if you've ever seen the show. If you've never seen the show, then there you go. Ta-da! Anyway, yeah, so the virginity show, it was just, even Lisa Whelchel, she wasn't even in the show. She didn't want any part of it. She didn't want Blair to be in the show. So I think that was the only episode of the whole series you don't see Blair. Little tidbit there for you. Here's the rant. Kim Fields played Tootie. Nancy McKeon played Joe Polnicek. Charlotte Rae played Miss Garrett, and I think I pretty much covered everyone else. I don't think I said that earlier. But anyway, here's the rant part of it, okay? I've been waiting forever to get season 6, 7, 8, and 9, the last 4 seasons, right? Well, they decided to not put those seasons out like individually, and they just decided to put the whole series out. Then I'm like, okay, I have the first 5 seasons. In order for me to get the last 4, I have to buy the whole series. I was about to go off on Sony, or Shout Factory. But then I just found out. I mean, I was kind of was going to go off on them anyway, because because for past several years I was like, I can't get these seasons. Like, I don't want to rebuy the seasons I already have. And the whole set would probably be cool, cool case or whatever. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but it's just. I've already spent like what? 5 seasons? See, the first 2 is in one set. So you got 3, 4, 5. I already spent like over $100 just on those 5 seasons. Then they want like $150 for all 9. It's like extra $100 out of my pocket. Anyway, but shoutfactory.com, it does exist. You can order season 6 by itself, and 7, 8, and 9. So I can get those seasons individually. Cost me another $100, just about. I think season 7 or 8 is cheaper than the others. I don't know why. It's weird. But so that's the good part. Yay! That was my rant thing. Is because why spend all that money and you have to like re-spend that money to get, or spend more money getting the seasons you already have plus the ones that you're missing. Then you have the ones that you already have. What you gonna do with them? Sell them? So, but in 2001, they did come out with a reunion Facts of Life movie. I was so excited when that was happening. I was like, yes! Yay! And then I read that Nancy McKeon was not going to be in it. And I was like, no. Because Jo was my favorite character. She had like some seasons she had the best lines. I think season 3 or 4. 3. She had the best lines. But, yeah. So, 2001 is like, I saw the reunion movie. I mean, it was good, but no Jo. But I'm glad they didn't do a Brady Bunch thing. If you watch the Brady Bunch TV movies, they have either a different Cindy or a different Marcia. They did not get someone else to play Jo, and I don't think the girls, Lisa, Mindy, Kim, even Charlotte Rae, I don't think they would allow that movie even to happen if someone else was going to play Jo. Nobody can play Jo as good as Nancy McKeon, alright? Sorry. It's just, she just got this thing, is that, Jo, she is Jo. But I'm just glad that they didn't, the show actually kind of made you think that maybe Jo may pop up. Maybe she'll pop up, in the movie. It kind of kept you guessing, so, and I even had me as like, well, maybe she did. Maybe she's just at the very tail end. The reason why Nancy couldn't be part of the reunion movie is because she was involved in a Lifetime television series, and so her schedule wouldn't allow her to take part of this TV movie, even though it took like 2 weeks to film. I'm quite sure the series could have let her go for about 2 weeks, but whatever. The Division is what she was making during that time. I've never seen the show. I would like to, if Lifetime would ever, put it out on DVD or something. But I've never seen The Division. And the only parts you can actually see on YouTube is just, I think, one little clip, 30-second clip of something. But woohoo! So yeah, there's a little Nancy McKeon little rant there. But yeah, she didn't make it to the reunion movie, but they did have like her husband and her daughter in the show, so. But they did keep the character, present but not really present and alive. So kind of cool. And they made her character a cop, detective or whatever, so her being a troublemaker on the show. At least started off as a troublemaker. And then she turned out to be a cop. It's kind of cool. What else can I say about the facts of life? Yeah, but shoutfactory.com. Shoutfactory.com not only has the facts of life, but also has a whole bunch of other really cool shows that if you are looking for a particular show that you can't find to watch, like on Netflix or YouTube or any other sites, and you want to own them, shoutfactory.com. And that's the last time I want to say it, because then they'll think I'm giving them free publicity, free advertising right there. Said their website like 4 or 5 times already, so that's it. It's all the freebies that they're going to get from me. If they want any more from me, they're going to have to pay me. Other than that, that's just the facts of life. Sometimes it just sucks. Anyway, if you don't know who some of these people actually are, the kind of like updates of Lisa, who played Blair, she's an author. She's written multiple books, and was on a season of Survivor a few years ago, where she actually came in 3rd and was actually like the castaway favorite, which she earned $100,000 for that. I voted. I watched it. I missed like 1 episode, but that's about the only recent season of Survivor that I actually watched, is when she was on it. So, and plus it had the guy from season 2 from Australia, where he fell into the fire and burned. He came in, I think, 2nd place. So, saw him again. Yeah, but there's one book I read. She has a really cool sense of humor. Lisa does. And I kind of follow her, like, on, I get her emails, her newsletter, whatever, and Facebook and stuff like that. Social media, follow her on them. But her kind of autobiography or biography that she kind of wrote herself, called The Facts of Life. She started off the book just telling it the way it is, and how it was going to be in the book. Now, I'll tell you what I want, and I won't tell you some other stuff, and she was kind of just direct and, okay. So, and then just her sense of humor came out on the page. Is just, I found myself laughing out loud while reading it. So it was very entertaining. I am in the middle of reading another book of hers that I got for like cheap somewhere, and and then she was in Tyler Perry's Medea's Christmas after she did her little thing on Survivor, so she got back into acting. But mainly she just tours around, and she's very active in the church, and you know, she's a Christian. She was married to a preacher, a pastor, but they since divorced. So, but she has kids they're like, you know, grown up. And her middle daughter, she has a son and 2 middle daughters, or 2 daughters, 2 middle daughters. Long day. Son, 2 daughters. Ta-da, I did it right. Her, like, middle daughter, though, looks exactly the way that Blair did, like, in season 1, 2. Like, you see Blair, and that's literally her daughter. It's mini-me. So, it's good grief. Kim Fields, since the show, she was in Living Single with Queen Latifah, and she and Lisa Whelchel did a TV movie, I think, 2 years ago, I think, together, so they kind of re-teamed up and did that. I think the girls keep in touch with each other, so that's good. Mindy Cohn, who played Mindy. Mindy Cohn, who played Mindy. See? Who played Natalie Green. She does the voice of Velma on Scooby-Doo. Not the old Scooby-Doo. Not the 69 and 70s. I'm talking about, like, the recent Scooby-Doo. I don't know what my cat is into, but she's into something. And then, of course, Nancy McKeon, who played Jo. In other words, Mindy Cohen does voice work. She did do some movies back, like The Boy Who Could Fly. She's in that. Anyway, Nancy McKeon, she's just mainly done like TV movies. I have some. I'm not gonna get it and show them, but let's see. Category 6, Day of Destruction, Comfort and Joy, Christmas movie, and for some weird reason my mind is going blank on her. But TV movies, just like this after school special. I think I mentioned this during a Patty Duke video I did. She not only did she work with Mackenzie Astin in The Facts of Life, she worked with Sean in his first acting gig, and Patty Duke, their mother, in Please Don't Hit Me, Mom, which you can watch on YouTube. So, and she played the babysitter. It's kind of a little after-school type special show, like less than an hour. But just look up IMDb, look all these people up if you want to see what they're in, what they're up to, whatever. So I want to slowly get the rest of the series, since I just found out like a week or two ago that I can finally get 6, 7, 8, and 9 without buying the whole series off that website. Anyway, so thanks for watching. I know it's a little bit long, and you saw my shirt, so you know I love The Facts of Life. Just running around like a crazy cat. Goodbye. I'll see you later. Tomorrow.